Hello all and welcome to another £10 CEX challenge. I know I've done one recently, but that was in Harlow town, and I'm quite fortunate to have a sizable town either side of my small town, so this time we'll do the same challenge again but in Bishops Stortford. Now same rules apply, but I'm going to tweak one. The one I'm going to tweak is I have to buy a minimum of 5 games, not 3, because I thought 3 was far too easy. But it's no purpose in buying duplicate games, no buying any generic sports titles that release year after year, so sorry FIFA and 2Ks, you are out. And then one I did mention last time is I have to spend the full £10, exactly £10. So ladies and gentlemen, I think that wraps up the intro. I will be trying to capture some footage outside and inside the store, and then of course the accumulating in a pickups video at the end. Speak to you soon. Hello again, and we are home now, and it is time for the pickups section of the video of the £10 CEX challenge I've just done in Bishops Stortford. As you'll see, I did manage to get 5 games. I stuck away from duplicates, and there are no sports titles in there that are released year on year. So this one really was a challenge because there was a game that I picked up, obviously for under a tenner, that I'd really wanted for a while now, and I saw it there. And I grabbed it. I'll show you that one last, and that then made this a real challenge. So let's crack on and show you what I mean and show you some of the games I've got. And did you catch a flash there of the one that I really had to hunt for at the end? I had to buy a 50p title. That wasn't a sports title, so that releases year after year. And the only one that I could find, certainly that took my interest in any way, shape or form, was Raven Squad. No, absolutely zero about this game. I really don't. I mean, actually reading the back makes it sound quite interesting, but that's just salesmanship, and they've done it well. Complete in box and manual. So that was my 50p game that I managed to hunt down. A very obscure title, one I've certainly never heard of. But thank you for being there, otherwise I could probably still be there now looking for one. Next up, we're going to go for the second cheapest title, and that's one I have heard of. I've had it recommended to me before. It's got sort of a time-shifting element in the game. Apparently it's quite good, and it was only £1.50. So obviously that brings me up to £2. Singularity. We'll look forward to playing that at some point. I say that a lot, but I do have a vast amount to get through, so it really is at some point. But yeah, complete in box with manual. So that is £1.50, so that is £2. Obviously leaving me £8 left as it stands in this video. And next up we have a game that I've kind of been looking for. I don't think it's great, but it's interesting, and that was Bullet Witch. So when I saw they had it for £2, I thought that would that's reasonably low, and one I want as well. So that can go into the collection sooner rather than later. Complete a box of manual. So we're up to £4 now, and we have Bullet Witch. Next up is another £2 game, and that is, I hope this is as fun as it sounds, Afro Samurai. I've heard things about this. It's very hack and slash. You can see there, it's featuring the voice of Samuel L. Jackson as well. I mean, This can't be bad, surely. It really can't. It just looks fun. It has Samuel L. Jackson voicing in it. It's got to have some interest to it anyway. So when I saw it, it was the only copy they had. When I saw it sitting there, I thought, I've got to have this. This has to go in the challenge, has to go in the collection. And this one will really will, I think, be played sooner rather than later. Complete in box with manual. So if you've been adding up along, that leaves £4. And £4 is a sizable chunk when you're doing a £10 challenge. But it's a game I wanted for a while, and I thought, you know what, let's make a challenge a challenge. So I picked it up finally. And that is Sega Rally. Now, as I say, £4. I loved this back in the arcade. I loved the port on the Sega Saturn. I thought it did a really good job. It's come to 360. I've never played or owned it, and now I do. I finally can have a go on Sega Rally. Complete in box of manual. Annoying that it has that sticker there, but it's fine in the collection, and I look forward to playing it. And this is going to be a sooner rather than later play. So ladies and gentlemen, this is the 5 games that I've got in the £10 challenge. Obviously, one of the rules was to spend exactly £10, and I managed to do that. So there we go. I think that's not a bad little selection with a very obscure title, a one that I wanted for a long time, a one that surely has to be fun, a recommended title, and one that has my interest, shall we say. And I will be looking forward to playing as well. So ladies and gentlemen, what was your favourite from what I picked up? Have you heard of Raven Squad? Let me know your thoughts in the comments section below. Please like and subscribe as well. But finally, as always, take care.